The final semifinal of the Fear Fest finale in EU side of the tournament. TRK versus Rezears. Winner faces Moxie. Chat, here we go. We got TRK versus Rezears in the other semifinal. Winner walks away with a guaranteed additional $750, as well as a chance to take down Moxie in the grand final. The playoffs was looking very green with all the Saudi Arabian flags in the bracket, but slowly they have fallen to the French and German flag. Will it happen again? Can Rezears make the EU server tournament an EU grand final, or will TRK prove to be too much? TRK has looked like one of the best 1v1 players in the game. He hasn't been involved in some of the recent tournaments, but he's here now to show that had he been, he would have been winning them as well. TRK, long shots to the back wall. Rezears thought he was going to have a chance to collect it. He's not wrong. TRK was there. It is a best of 5 in the semifinal. Only the grand final will be that best of 7. Rezears camera check to see TRK chasing him down. He's got himself a full field dribble. That TRK is going to pre-jump. Rezears goes all the way to the ceiling, and TRK still intercepts it. If that is how the aerial game is going to be going for Rezears, he's going to have a tough time. Normally, that's such a staple of his game, but to be fair, it still gets him a goal. All of that starts from the dribble. But TRK did not have to try and pre-jump to intercept this one. TRK. Wall to air dribble, clean reset. Rezears is going to wait on the ground, and still TRK is going to sneak it past him. Rezears tried to be patient and not overcommit in the air, and yet still he's unable to connect. Somebody mentioned all of Pool A now eliminated. Rezears was the last of Pool A since Rezears was able to upset TRK in the process of getting to this semifinal. Moxie from Pool B was able to eliminate Rezears in the other semifinal. So now, just the 3 players who advanced to the playoffs from Pool B still left. Moxie, TRK, and Rezears. So if you're Flakes, you're shaking your head right now that you got what looks like the toughest possible pool. I leaked the script. Wait, what did I say? Flakes confirmed 4th best player in the tournament. I mean, there's really no other conclusion to be made there. Pool B obviously incredibly stacked the way they have been performing in the playoffs. TRK and Rezears already played. And I believe in that one, TRK was able to win in either a sweep or 3-1. Let me go check. It looks like it was a 3-1 they played last time in a best of 5. But this best of 5 worth quite a bit more. And TRK launching a hook shot from behind the center line or just in front of the center line. 110 km/h as it crosses through the net. Rezears upset TRK. Oh, Rezears upset Khaled, I should say, if I made that mistake. Khaled came in as the favored matchup in that one. Rezears to the side wall. Will he get to do his air dribble? Actually, he's going to back off. He thought TRK was going to take it from him. And now he just slow rolls the ball to TRK. TRK didn't like that setup. Often when the ball rolls up too high on the ceiling, you'll see players pass up. Wait, is that ball going to bounce in? Rezears gets the demo. Can he make it back? He can't! TRK. The interesting goal. The chip costs his life, but it gets him what he needs. 6-2. A huge lead to start this game, but the kind of leads that disappeared from both players in the Rezears Moxie matchup. TRK. Air dribble. Reset is stopped. Rezears flicks past the early challenge. Can Rezears work his way back? What did chat think in terms of prediction? It's always interesting to see how chat feels about the matchup. An 80% TRK. Considering it was a 3-1 the last time they played and the way TRK has looked, that seems maybe about right. Maybe a bit too much in TRK's favor. Because 80% is quite the favorable matchup. If it were to be true. Rezears, air dribble, cannot force the 50 through. TRK, will he take his full field dribble? Rezears, sorry, I have the names mixed up. Rezears, the pogo! Wait, he's going to score from it. No, he pogoed previously against Khaled. He was able to get the goal. Rezears, I'm so excited to see more pogos. He's always been mechanical mastermind. This time he recognizes that TRK has been challenging him early every time. And so he just touches the ball quickly in order to change the direction after TRK's fallen from the ceiling. As soon as TRK's fallen from the ceiling, his angle is just about set in stone. So all Rezears needs to do is give it a bit more movement. TRK shouldn't be able to get there. Now 6-5 as Rezears forces his way back. TRK not lining up on the kickoff as well as he needed to. Rezears, another full field dribble. Did he get that reset? He did! There's the answer. Usually I could get a pretty good read having watched enough of these ones players get him, but that one did seem a bit awkward. He had it though. And TRK just decides to never jump. Tests Rezears, and Rezears passed the test. Tied 6-6. Rezears once again to the skies. He is one of the most aerial focused players that we've seen in a while. I swear when Rezears first came on the scene, he wasn't like that. But he gets the reset and then falls to touch the ball backwards. TRK couldn't help but prepare for the faked shots going high. And it has been a huge run. I believe it was 6-2 or something similar for TRK. And 5 straight for Rezears. TRK trying to strike back. His reset bounces to the ground. Rezears stays patient. He's able to direct the ball into his own corner. He now has a carry and a flick coming almost certainly. And that flick is too weak. TRK likely to tie the game. When you're slow rolling at the opposition with 20 or less boost to work with, your flick has to be perfect. If you don't want to get scored on, and that one just is a bit too weak. Rezears tried to cut past around TRK. TRK back down to the ground before Rezears gets past. Next goal very likely to be the winning goal. As Rezears falls from the ceiling. Can he hold on to this possession? He's going to try to pinch to the corner. TRK now collects it at the midfield. Smooth catch. This flick Rezears can get to. No double from him, though. TRK sending this to the moon, and Rezears with no boost is at the mercy of TRK, and you never want to be at the mercy of TRK. TRK, a clutch double, keeping the ball out of reach the whole way. Rezears' jump on the goal line was his last-ditch effort, and now has 2 seconds. Delay kickoff from him. He gets the ball to the sidewall, but not quite. TRK takes game number 1. A valiant effort from Rezears to bring it back. But the early lead is for the Saudi Arabian. Game number 2. The fans have got what they could hope for. The beginning part of this series. Front flip from Rezears leads to the first goal. Kickoff advantage converted. TRK tries to power slide in net. So finally, Rezears lost his second series in 5 tournaments. Is that really the case? He lost to Daniel in the pro drops, and then I guess he lost to Moxie again. Moxie's a bit of a thorn in his side. I felt like he had finally overcome it, but those two seems like they're destined till the end of time to battle back and forth, and it had been too long since a Moxie win. Rezears, strong first touch into the air dribble. Decides to try and use his reset as a 50, as he has all his wheels on the car, but still wasn't enough. TRK took it away. Rezears, an aggressive challenge back on the ball. Almost got him an opportunity, but this is a strong pinch. Is TRK going to be able to score it immediately? No, Rezears is back just in time. TRK possession play as he grabs the midfield and back corner hundreds, but it's still an awkward position to be in. High on your back wall with the defender just sulking around waiting to take it away from you, but TRK does escape into the orange half, and demoing Rezears leads to the second goal. Rezears not going to let this bounce into an air dribble because that was a decent setup to do so. Instead, he lets it go to the ground, and his air dribble bump does not work out. TRK able to force Rezears into saving his own shot. This sets shot straight down to the ground, is intercepted, but too strong by TRK. He can't continue it, at least not immediately, but eventually gets his goal. Rezears into the back corner. TRK steals the setup on the side wall. Rezears is chasing him down. Despite no boost to work with, he is going to leave. TRK, perfect air dribble setup. He will take it. Reset, comes back down to the ground, takes the shot late. And Rezears, earlier in this series, has had the saves in these spots, has stayed patient, and has prepared for the continuation. This time, TRK is too speedy. The German flying squirrel, I just saw that. German is, Rezears, who is the German, is flying around like crazy today. He's able to punish TRK for a poor take. Maybe TRK didn't get that reset. I'm not sure why he wouldn't use it, but I guess low boost, he was going to be in a tough spot no matter what. TRK, full field dribble, falls down to the ground after getting the reset, but improvises to get a great shot. Not sure that's how he wanted to fall after getting the reset, but he gets around the ball and places it back behind Rezears. Rezears nowhere close, just has to throw the nice shot and go next. Rezears chasing this down after popping it in the air with zero boost. Ultimately able to collect TRK's attempted long shot. The musty from Rezears gets him a third goal. TRK had been controlling the game for so long. Felt like it's been a while since Rezears had been able to get the better of him, but certainly does there. Has more than enough time to try and make back up a 2-goal deficit. Rezears looking to box out TRK, try and get in his way, I think. Maybe it was more TRK driving this. But I think, oh yeah, he just got undercut by TRK. Well, not so much undercut, but TRK running into the back of his wheels there. TRK back to his opposite corner to set up a full field dribble, although he doesn't want to take it. Maybe he wants to bait Rezears in. He'll go off the bounce instead. He's set just outside the nets. Drops the ball right to Rezears. who had the tough read on the save. Credit to him. I was going to have to try and make something happen with no boost. Used it all. His defensive effort. Still doesn't have anything, so he's just have to roll the ball to TRK. TRK. Rolling ball into a hook shot. I mean, this is just such a tough position to make a save. Despite how simple it is to execute compared to a lot of the shots in the 1v1 game, it's still just as hard to stop. Rezears. Roll to the side wall. Off the ceiling. Uses his flip late. TRK. Never too worried. Another bounce that TRK tries to take to the ground. Rezears intercepts. Uses that moment to go grab midfield. Maybe could have tried to stick around the ball. This is a really favorable challenge for TRK. Rezears dove all the way in. Wait, TRK missed. Thought for sure it'd be 8-3. Luckily, the game context is such that TRK doesn't desperately need that goal. In fact, the time wasting down with him still in control is just about as good. You can see, based on the fact that TRK doesn't take a more simple shot, that he's not too worried about running up the score. That Musty was the fanciest, but maybe slowest option, attempting to go up 8-3. $25 seconds left to go. TRK looking like an unbeatable monster on the 1v1 pitch right now. The bump. The 8th goal eventually does happen. Rezears stops the final wall to air dribble, or does he? Oh, TRK, the smooth power slide to collect the ball. Can he get a stylish goal to finish? It was going to go in. Smooth operators, TRK. One more game win for him, and he's in the grand final for a rematch against Moxie. The final is today. The final we played right after the end of this semifinal. Rezears into a new car in his attempt to take down TRK in a way he hasn't been able to. What is this car? Is this the new Bugatti? Is that what this is, chat? I don't think I've seen this car before. Air dribble bump leads to a first goal. It's a plank, is that right? I think I saw somebody say in chat it is a plank car. It does seem a bit tall. Can you not change the engine noise? Because the engine noise is already not fun to listen to. Rezears faking the flick. See 360s around the ball. Oh, sorry, TRK was faking the flick. Rezears gets the save. You can literally hear this car from across the map, it sounds like. We could be at TRK's perspective all the way on the opposite side of the map, and you could still hear the roaring engine. Rezears backflip to send this to TRK's corner. TRK, strong touch to the side wall to try and pop it over Rezears. Now, full field carry. The reset goes low. And the second goal for TRK. Rezears might have tried to switch to a bigger car, but the wider hitbox not going to help him. Am I crazy, or is this the loudest engine sound that I've ever heard? TRK just needs a bump on Rezears. Tries to go low to get it. Could have maybe jumped to intercept it and might have been able to score. But certainly a safer option to stay grounded. TRK, flick top left. The placement is perfect. Couldn't ask for more. And the speed is 100 km/h as well. TRK, can he get a direct kickoff from this? He tries. And both him and Rezears go flying around without making contact. Rezears trying to dribble from so far away. TRK electing not to take this dribble immediately. He likes to get the ground dribble. I don't know if it's because he wants to start his dribbles from the ground or if they're just the right mix-up in terms of the start of the dribble. Like the cadence throw off maybe makes Rezears creep out a little bit more and then makes the shot a bit easier to hit because of where Rezears is in defense. Or it just might be that he likes to set up his dribbles from the ground better. TRK should have a long shot here as Rezears dives onto the back wall. The car and the sound is mind games. It is Rezears looking for an answer. The sound is just different. You get so used to hearing all the same sounds. It's different, but it also just seems like it's turned up a bit. I could be wrong about that. Rezears lean back into the reset. Can he get the shots? He cannot. He ends up leaving the ball perfectly for TRK to steal as he gets a reset directly underneath it. 5-1. TRK trying to do even better than he did the last time he played Rezears, which was in pool play when he dropped a game. Seems on track to not even dropping one this time around. Rezears, though, will get a second goal. The backflip shot to slam it in. Within 3 now with 2 minutes to make it back. TRK, what will he go to this time as he goes to the air dribble? He's been taking to the ground more often than not. I think Rezears is starting to recognize that. Rezears, did he just think about pogoing in the Bugatti? Why didn't he go for it? TRK will roll in a 6th goal. You could also stop it on the goal line. Looks like he's going to. Rezears recognizing he does have to come back. Doing so with chain dashes. But not really coming back. So TRK saves it on the goal line. Wait, Rezears not going to get scored on. Oh, wait. Yes, he is. What a magical sequence. He almost prevented the 6th goal. But then he immediately dove into the corner and ended up letting it in anyways. TRK flying back to the back wall to disrupt this shot attempt. Rezears all the way to the corner. A little camera check to see if TRK is going to challenge him early. TRK is falling from the ceiling, and that has definitely convinced Rezears to slow down his dribble. But now he gets a solid take. The 50, no! TRK won't even touch it. He throws the nice one. Credit to Rezears, who read the defense well the whole way. He was able to get to his spot nonetheless. A minute for Rezears to make up 3. TRK fighting to score this kickoff. Rezears seems to have done enough. Into the corner now. Instead of taking everything for an air dribble, he will bring this to the ground. The power slide spin to set up what was probably hoping to be a flick, but just doesn't happen. So TRK can hold on for even a couple more moments. It's not likely for Rezears to come back. That being said, Rezears has a good opportunity right now. Trying to get a power slide cut. He let TRK get back. A quick shot might have been enough. Instead, he looked to play a much safer option, something that would make sense if he wasn't down 3. He's not going to be allowed to freestyle here. TRK takes it away, and TRK takes the series without dropping a game this time around. The grand final will be TRK versus Moxie.